Good boy. So as I was walking along, I've just noticed on the verge there's a couple of hogweed shoots just starting to poke up. So I'm going to take a few nice bits of green tender growth and I'll put that in with my bit I'm going to cook up a bit later. So looking at here, yeah, that's it, Walter. This is hogweed. It's quite distinctive by its sort of real downy leaves and stem that's got a groove down the middle like celery. But it does have a nasty look-alike, well, not look-alike, it's its nasty cousin, the giant hogweed, which wants to be left well alone. But these are the parts we're looking for. So see the sort of curled up leaves, really downy. They've got a sort of fur to them, but they cook just like asparagus. So I'll just get one of those out. I don't think I can do it one-handed. There you go. Just cut that off, and that's what we want. Just like the nice tender tips, so I can cook that up, and yeah, that'll do. But I've taken a small, about 2 or 3 nice little tender bits, and yeah, they'll fry down and give us a nice little bit of freshness in the bit later. Horses coming, look. It's alright, you'll never see a horse. Sheep up here, look. Hi, sheep. Yes, buddy, sheepies. Come on, let's go. Good boy. You're a good boy. He gets excited at the sheep. So I come a bit further along now. Got up a hill. I'm at well, a few people might know where this signpost is. I'm off that way into the woods. Yeah. Go and see if we can find a little spot. There's a cool little patch up on this hill behind us. That's I mean, there's nothing left of it really. It's just a concrete square on the ground, but it was originally part of the early warning system for obviously during the Second World War. If they saw or heard any ships or planes coming over, then yeah, they could have alerted the airfield down at West Hampton. So yeah, a little bit of history of the area. But anyway, I'm gonna plod on into the woods and we'll see if we can find a spot to set up. It's a really nice time of year, this, because you know, it's right at the start when everything's just about to sort of explode into bloom. Like this hawthorn, when you catch it in the light, the leaves and everything are just a really nice sort of shade of green. Hazel, just, you know, buds just starting. The catkins have already all fallen off, but little buds just starting to come through. Anyone else think the weather has been absolutely nuts for the last couple of days? We had a good few, well, we had about a week of really nice weather. I've been wearing shorts, it was awesome. And then for the last 3 days, it's been just so strange, because then it started snowing. Like now, it's just started snowing out of nowhere. What's going on with that? Anyway, Just breaking into the woods now. This is a area called Burnt Oak Gate or something, I think. It's a real mismatch of deciduous woodland and a few conifers in here. So I'm gonna have a little look for a patch. I've got an idea. I want to go somewhere. It's nice just to have a look over. But yeah, we'll see where we end up. Let's go. What is it, bud? Little sniff on. Go on this way. Go on this way. Go on this way. Oh, not this one, that one. What is it? So this is why I keep Walter on the lead, because he's got the scent of something and he would have just be gone. And he's a very similar colour to the ground, so I would never have found him. You had enough now, you're going back to the path. No, change direction. We were nearly there, bud. You've now driven us off. There's a little area here though. Also, come and see this little area. Come here. A little green patch. Coconut tree. Well, actually, it was over there that I wanted to. It was just over there that I wanted to go and do my lunch, but Walter's brought us to a secluded little spot, so I think I'll stick out down here. Walter, I'm going to come sit over here. I'll get set up and I'll bring you back. What is it? Yeah. Right, here we are. Look at this. New hands-free mode. Head cam. Activate. Walt's got himself stuck, as ever. Look, what's this? Eats that. Eats that. Right. Wood gas stove. Back out with it. If you've seen it before, you know I have a love-hate relationship with this stove. I'm going to try firing up a cramp ball without dropping it on the wet ground. And on the way in, I'd gathered up some grass and stuff, so I feel the rain is a-coming. Get me old flint out. Have we got a striker? Have we got a striker? Of course we haven't. Of course we have not got a striker. Where is it, Walter? So we have to use my knife. I can get it. Here we are. Helicopter going over. There we go. Right, see that bit's caught there? Just give it a bit of air. It starts burning. So we can get that. You don't need to rush with these things. I'll go and release the dog. But what I do not want to do is lose all of this gear. Right, so while that's burning down, I'll gather up a few little sticks. Because as ever, we're nice and prepared. That's all green, so might not be enough of this, but we can get that bad boy in there. Actually, turn that over. So I tried lighting it with a bit of cramp ball, but that didn't really work because it was a bit damp. Walter's crashing around in the trees, so we're just going to get it going. So yeah, anyone who's watched this before knows that I've got a bit of a love-hate relationship with this stove. It's I love to use it, but it's an absolute bugger. Cook up some sausages. Seem to have juiced, probably raw juice all over the bun. What is it? Is it sausages? Yeah. So sausages are cooking up nicely now. Walter's got his little meat stick. I'm going to get me I'm going to toast the bun actually, just because just in case there's a bit of a meat juice on it. This is done. I'm just going to drop those few hogweed shoots in there. Juicing down a bit, and it just takes the downy fur off of them, so and they'll be good to go. Time to assemble this beast. I've toasted the bun. Why not? Water, not for you. There we go. Look at that. Take the sausages. Oh, I should have done 2 in each. I only bought 1 roll. Try. Oh god. Absolute monster. And then, wasn't expecting it, but we got it now. Bit of fresh greenery. Fried greens. Look at that. Lovely. I'll squash that bad boy down. Nothing like sausage bap in the woods. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. I'm going to finish this. Oh, I've just remembered something. And it didn't rain, which is abnormal. Right, packed everything away now, damped all the ash down, so that's just going to get covered over. Leave no trace. Thank you, woodland. What are you doing? Right, okay, we're going to get back on the track and see where we end up. Here we are, out in the clearing. It's an opening. There's about 6 or so tracks off of this one. Yeah, I was going to sit up there and eat my lunch because there's a little log. Yeah, I've cooked up there before. It's a nice little sort of clearing because you're sort of out of the way, but it is main crossroads. As I said, it's about six paths or more. Wow. Oh. Clouds are broken now, but it did get a bit cold just a minute ago. So I'm going to take this path up here, I think it's this one, take us up onto South Downs Way. I'm going to see if we can get a bit of a view. And yeah, continue our amble. Right, we've made it part way up the hill now. Up to the South Downs Way. Here it is. Do want to go over to the trig point. Yeah, it's only over there. But all you madams are in the field. I think they'll move. Shame it's not the best view, but we can see a little bit. We can see Hayshot just down there, tiny village. I don't know if you'll be able to make out the church. Can't see anything that way because there's a huge cloud just about to roll in, and that's the way I was hoping to go because there's some burial mounds up over there. All the sheep have run off that way. But yeah, we made it to the top of the hill, so at least that means that it's all downhill from here. Walter, stop. Oh. Having a nibble on some sheep dribble. Leave it, Walter, leave it alone. You dirty sheep poo eater, you. Dirty. Right, anyway, let's get back to the path and I'll get down the hill. Dirty dog. Come on in, Walter. Oh, look at the snow now. Oh, bloody snowing there. Right, we're going to travel east down the South Downs Way for a bit. Blimey, look at it. Hopefully it's picking it up. It's like a flurry. We're going to go east down the South Downs Way, and there's a row of burial mounds down here somewhere. So I come across the field, and I think I come in one gate too early because there's a fence now between me and the mound. So, but yeah, I think there's about 1, 2, there's about 4 or 5 up here by the look of it. These two seem to be in quite good nick. Ones down the far end are a bit lower. But I was watching a guy's video and he was doing a camp near one in a woodland not too far from here, and he was saying that where they're dipped in the middle, it's unlikely that they've been you know, dug out or whatever. Chances are that they had like a timber structure sort of over the top, which would have been sort of adorned with, you know, ritualistic items, and probably, you know, like the sort of burial accoutrements, things that meant things to the person during their life. So yeah, it's quite interesting, because I've always seen like the ones that seem to be hollow, and always just sort of thought that they were, you know, they'd been broken open or badly excavated, but it sort of makes sense that they would have had a sort of a memorial plinth or something. Yeah, it's interesting, quite cool. So I'm going to find my way back into these woods and see if I can make my way back down the hill now. Pheasants. I love it when it's like this light. I don't know if you can see it. And it's all dappled all through the trees. It's lovely. But no, I've been thinking, there's a few, I wouldn't say long distance, but semi long distance walks that I'd quite like to do. One was actually suggested by a friend of mine who I've been walking with a few times before, and he said we always end up walking different sections of this one trail. It's called the Serpent's Trail, and it runs from Hazelmere, I think, and it finishes in Petersfield, which the two aren't actually that far apart. But the thing is that the trail actually snakes back and forward across Sussex, well, West Sussex anyway, to like Midhurst, back again, and then back again. So it makes like a big S shape. But they're it's one of those trails that, yeah, we always end up we always end up walking little different sections of it. And I thought, oh, I want to do it as a walk, like the whole thing. It would take me a few days, so I'd just be probably tarp camping or take the hammock and just wing it. Let us know if that's something you would be interested in. And that would be a sort of training, as it were, for a bigger walk that I want to do maybe next year, which is the Sussex border path. It's loosely but following the border between well, Sussex and Hampshire, sorry, West Sussex and Hampshire, starting at Thorney Island, and it goes north following the Hampshire-Sussex border all the way to sorry, I thought it was a snake. Not a snake. Yeah, all the way north, and then comes down on the far side in East Sussex, down on the other side of Eastbourne. That'd be a lot more of a challenge, but something I want to work towards. And then there's a little spare route that comes off at, like, that divides east and West Sussex. So yeah, we could, you know, I want to train towards that. I think that's my, you know, I call myself the Sussex outdoorsman, so why not do these trails, these walks in Sussex? It's starting to get a bit greener now though, look at this in here. Where it's majoritively beech woodland, the leaves haven't come out yet, so it allows this beautiful light down onto the ground. So the the ground plants do have a, normally they don't have a chance because they're drowned out by the canopy. But just at this time of year, before the canopy's really kicked off, you get all the dog's mercury coming up. You get all the, the moss is looking really nice in the light. It's really cool. Right, so the thing about beech woodland is there's one, I think it's called sudden limb drop syndrome or something. I've never seen it, or never really, I know it happens because that's why the trunks on birch trees are so clear, because all the limbs are falling off that are lower. But I think this is a bit excessive. It's a big old limb. It's actually come off of that tree there. You can see where it's sheared straight off. So chances are it came off in the high winds that we had a few months or more back, or struck by lightning. That's a chance. But yeah, leaf drop syndrome. Oh, not leaf, sudden limb drop, I think it's called. I can't really remember. Anyway, it's a big old chunk of wood that's come down. Look at this. Chances are it had, some sort of rot. Yeah, most of the time you see where they're supposed to only have one trunk that goes up, and if they do split, so in other words, so they do have two trunks that, like, sort of in a fork, it usually allows water to get into the main body of the tree, so it weakens one of the trunks, and it will eventually just do that, come crashing down. Right, making progress now, back down to the flat off of the hill. Just got to get back to the car now. But Walter wants me to play with his ball. Let's go. Okay, let's give. Yeah, gets it. He gets it, bird. Forget how long this track is. Also, it's that time of year, isn't it, where when we was at the top of the hill, it was snowing, and now I'm down the bottom, sun's out, jacket's off. God, roasted. Rolled the sleeves up. Absolute madness. Not too far now to the car. Hopefully camera will last until I get there, but if not, thank you very much for watching this one, guys. Just something a little bit different. I call myself the Sussex outdoorsman, so I like to get out and just do outdoory things. Let me know if there's more of this sort of thing you'd like me to do or like to see, or if you want to see me do anything else like this. Plenty more places I know, plenty more places to explore. So yeah, Cheers for watching, guys. Hope to be out again soon. Weather's getting nicer now, so we can get out, get a bit of camping in. Looking forward to getting camping. Yeah, a few spots up there I thought would be a good little camp. So yeah, we'll be out in some shape or form, by some water or by a fire some point soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Take it steady. Bye. Made it. Lovely. Thanks for that. We made it, Walter.